Well, hi everybody. I am so excited to be with you today. I'm actually coming to you from a totally different place than I normally come to you from. I am coming to you from my kitchen today, and I'm going to tell you why. I was about to make my lunch, and I decided, okay, you know what? If I'm going to make my lunch, I'm going to show you guys what I do. All right. I think it's really, really important for me to share with you how I eat. I've had so many people reach out and go, how in the world do you eat? What do you do? How do you maintain the results that you got 26 years ago? How do you stay as healthy as you do? And how do you stay vibrant like you are in your 60s? Y'all, I'm about to be 66. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe that. But, I'm going to share with you. I think it's really important. A lot of you already know that I teach a class called Success Components for a Healthy Lifestyle. And in that class, I actually teach the components that people need to incorporate on a daily basis so that they can live a life that's going to be healthy for the rest of their life. And I've taught this class for a very, very long time. But one of the first two things that I teach, should say one of the first components is proper food intake, which is going to incorporate your food that you're eating, but it's also going to incorporate your supplementation. All right, that's going to be key because we have to fill in nutritional gaps that we don't get from food alone because the food is not grown now the way that it used to be grown back in the 40s and 50s and 60s. Okay, we do not have the nutrition and the nutrients in our foods that we used to have. So I want to teach you how you can learn what I teach on a daily basis, all right? And that is to make sure that you are taking in the proper amounts of macronutrients on a daily basis. Now, what are macronutrients? Some of you may ask, right? Well, we have three macronutrients. We have fats, we have carbohydrates, and we have proteins. Now, in order for us to be healthy, like I say, we have to take them all in every single day. Our body needs those things to be able to just be well. Now, a protein, I'm going to teach you what a protein is. A protein is going to be your animal products, things like chicken, turkey, fish, steak, even soybeans. Actually, even that's not a protein. I mean, that's not an animal product, but that's still considered a protein. You've got cottage cheese, you've got eggs. You've got Greek yogurt. Those are going to be proteins. Carbohydrates are going to be several different things. There's different types of carbohydrates. So you've got your starchy carbs and you've got your non-starchy carbs. Now your starchy carbs are going to be like your potatoes, your rice, oatmeal, maybe barley, different things like that, cereals and breads. All of that is going to be a starchy carb. Then you have got also another carb that people don't realize is a carb, and that is a fruit. That's still considered a carbohydrate, all right? So that's one thing. The other thing you're going to have is going to be your non-starchy carbs. Those are going to be vegetables that are like broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus, lettuce, tomatoes, Brussels sprouts, all of those things, cucumbers, those things are going to be vegetables that will still give you energy. They're carbohydrates for energy, but they're also not going to be starchy. So those are going to be very good for your digestive system as well. Then you've got fats. All right, so your fats are going to be your nut butters, your oils, your butter. Some nuts are considered fats as well. You've got your very healthy fats are going to be your almonds, your chia seeds, maybe flaxseed. And then also if you're taking a supplement that is going to be an omega-3 oil, those are going to be considered your fats as well. So now that you know what they are, I'll show you the portions that you need to take in on a daily basis for each of your main meals, and then we'll talk about your snacks. And then I'm going to get to my recipe so I can show you what I'm having for lunch, okay? Because I'm starving. So here we go. On your protein. Now let me go back to something. If you are looking to get results, whether it be to maintain your weight or whether it be to lose weight, whatever it is, there's a really, really long calculation that you need to have in order to know the number of calories that you need to take in. Now, I could teach that to you, but I'm going to tell you what, the thing that I found most accurate is going to be your own measuring tool, and that is your hand. Everybody has their own measuring tool with them at all times. And so there's no excuse, even when you go to a restaurant, to say, well, I didn't really know how much to eat. I really didn't know. You don't have to eat your whole plate. If there's food that is left over from what the portion sizes that you should be eating, you need to pack that up and you need to take that home, okay? Have it for another meal, have it for another snack, have it another time. So here is the rule of thumb. Measuring tool is your hand. So you've got your protein is going to be your palm. The portion size is going to be your palm. So take away your finger and your thumb and just look at your palm size. The thickness needs to be the size of maybe a deck of cards. Now, if you feel puffy, don't go by that and go, wow, I get to eat a really big steak today. Okay, don't do that. We want it to be the normal size of like a deck of cards as well as far as thickness goes. Then carbohydrates are going to be the size portion of your fist. So this would be your starchy carbs and or your fruits, okay? So look at this. Try to get things sized that are going to be about the size that will show you how you should be eating. And then you've got your the non-starchy carbs, or what we would consider veggies, okay? So veggies are going to be maybe 1 to 2 cups at a time. If you're doing a salad, you can do a big plate. It can be, you know, like maybe 3 cups of salad. Just as long as you're having some roughage, that's going to keep you feeling full for extended periods of time. And like once again, I told you it's going to be really great for your digestive system as well. The other thing, once again, is fats. Now, fats are typically going to be part of the meats that you're eating. And as they are part of the meats that you're eating, you don't really have to count those, but if you're going to add in additional fats, you want to make sure that you are adding in maybe the size portion of your thumb, okay? So that's what we're looking at. I'm showing you an avocado right now because it's about to go in my lunch right there. So that's what you're going to do for each of your main meals of the day. And in between there, you can have 2 to 3 snacks during the day that won't encompass quite that much food. You can bring that down and have that go down to about half those sizes, but still, once again, you want to incorporate a protein and a carb for every meal or every snack that you're having throughout the day. That will keep your energy levels up, satiety levels will be up, and you will feel fantastic, okay? So now, I'm going to show you my lunch. And I've already started on this because I realized I wanted to share with you what I was doing. So I've already cut up most of my apple, okay? But I still have a little bit more to go. So I cube up an apple. So I cut these in little kind of strips, kind of like this. Of course, you can do however you make your own, cut your own food. But this is what I do, is I just cut it into slices, and I just cut it into these little cubes, put it into my bowl, and make sure that it's, you know, bite-sized portions or bite-sized pieces of apple in here. And then I take my tuna fish. I love to buy the wild tuna. It's albacore tuna. It's packed in water. And typically my portion for my protein is anywhere from 25 to 30 grams of protein. This is a little bit more. I think this can has 33 grams of protein, so it's a little bit higher than I normally would go per meal. But I put this whole can into my bowl. And of course, I've already drained the water off of it. Make sure that you drain that water off. If you're using tuna, you can use chicken. You can use actually ground turkey. It's really good that way too. But I love the tuna. It just tastes so good. But you want to make sure that when you put it in your bowl, you want to make sure that you just flake that up really, really good. Get that all flaked up in little pieces so that it is going to be distributed throughout this bowl. And then we are going to take 1/4 of this avocado. This one has gotten a little bit riper than I normally put in, but it's really, really super good. And I just put it into little strips here. Makes it really simple. Whoops, that one piece went crazy. But anyway, have it like this, and then you just do this. See how fast that is? And then you just crumble that over the top. There you go. I am going to have to wash my hands, so hang on. I'll be right back. Okay, so after I do that, then I love, of course, I'm from Texas, so I like a little spice, but I love these jalapeno peppers. They are so good. It's Mazzetta brand. It's tamed jalapeno peppers. I don't know if these are available all over the United States or not, but they're sliced and they're tamed, okay? They're tamed, which means really that they're still a little bit spicy, but they are not so hot that they will fry your tongue, okay? But I put those on the top of this, And then I take my balsamic vinaigrette. This is so delicious. I love it. It adds a little bit of spice. Tastes really great. And I just put that all over the top a little bit. And I am done. So you will want to stir that up. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to take some pictures of this before I eat it, and I'll post it underneath this live so you guys can all see. But look at this. This is absolutely delicious. It has all of the macronutrients that I told you about, right? So you've got carb, you've got protein, and you've got fat. So it's all in there for you. And then, I already made this. I'm having this with my lunch. I didn't want to go a day without this. This is my favorite, my Sour Apple Rush Extreme. It is so good. And you guys, I have to tell you a little bit about this. So this is going to give you a guilt-free boost. It's going to support cognitive health. It's going to help to assist in concentration and focus throughout the day. And it is packed full of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids that are going to fill in those nutritional gaps that you don't get from food alone. Remember, we have to do that because we don't get everything from our food. And it's going to help you to get throughout your day. It's only got 15 calories per serving, y'all. This is a healthy way to have incredible focus during the day. And it will help you to choose foods much more wisely, because what you're doing, like I say, you're filling in those nutritional gaps. So when you put all of these good things in your body, you don't crave all the bad things. You don't crave all the sugars. You don't crave all the salty, crunchy foods like Doritos or any of the potato chips or popcorn. You don't crave all those things. But I want to make sure that you know this is only available throughout today and tomorrow, and then it's gone. We have no idea when it's going to be back, so don't miss out. You've got to get yours now. If you want to have a link, post below. Apple Rush, okay? Sour Apple Rush. Send me the link. I will send that to you right away, but don't miss out. And I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know what you guys are having for lunch. I want to see some incredible recipes that you guys are doing as well. But make this and let me know if you like it, okay? Take care. See you guys.